Hello everyone, Hector Mendoza here. In this video, I want to show you how to create a loft inside a room. So I went ahead and removed this two walls here so you can see. Here, let me go ahead and put those walls back in here for you. And oops, escape 3D so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. There's a loft inside this living room. So we're going to go step by step on how to create this. So let me go to 1D and let me show you what we're actually going to achieve. So basically, let's say that we have a 19-foot, from side to side, and then we have 20 feet from here to here, but we also have an additional 5 feet for the loft. So basically the living room really is going to be 25 by 19. Okay, so the first, let me go ahead and delete everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything on my main level. If there's something in level 2 and there's not, so let's go ahead and start from scratch. So we'll go back to the main level. I'm going to hit R for room, and then I'm just going to click and drag. On the right hand side, I'm going to, on the width, I'm going to put 19 feet. Here, I'm going to click on this little box in the bottom, and I'm going to change that to a 25. Okay, so here, I'm going to change this room to living room. A lot of this stuff, I have a bunch of videos. That's why I'm not explaining a lot, because I got hundreds of videos out there. So now you have to mathematically, you got to have everything set up. Know in your mind what you're going to create. So I know my loft is, let's say, 5 feet. So I'm going to hit A for area. Watch what I'm going to do. Up here on the upper, on the top, I'm going to create an area. That's why I hit A for area. I'm going to make it 5 tall. Okay. And I'll explain why I'm doing that. So while I have that there, I'm going to hit S for snap line. And I'm going to snap to the bottom of that area. Okay. So now I'm going to click on this area. I'm going to move this area here to the bottom like that. And I know typically when I'm going to create a staircase, if I'm going to create a staircase all the way up to let's say 17, let me see, excuse me, actually it's going to be 9 feet, because you have 8 feet at the bottom, which is the ceiling. There's always 1 feet between the first floor and the second floor. So normally you're gonna, the staircase is gonna usually be 12 feet 8 inch. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit S again for snap line, and I'm gonna snap to the bottom of that one. Okay, so now I don't need this area. The rest of it is real simple. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit C for staircase. I'm going to snap to the bottom of that, well, it's going to be the top of the line of my staircase to the right of that wall. I'm going to left click, and when I move it, oops, sorry about that. Here, let's try that again. I'm going to hit C for staircase. I'm going to snap to the bottom like that. Okay, so I'm going to left click, release my mouse. I'm going to snap to that first line here. I'm going to left click, and then I'm just going to go all the way to the top. I release my mouse. Once I get to the top, I'm going to left click. Now I want you to hit escape. So now I don't need these things no more. That was just so that I could make sure that my staircases is going to go up 9 feet high, and that I want this a loft to be 5 feet from here to here. Okay, now let's go ahead and extend this loft to the left. Watch what's going to happen. If I try to go from the left to here, it's going to stop. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to move this a little bit to the left. I'm going to click on this left wall. I'm going to click on the white square. This I'm going to change to 19 because I want it 19 white. If I try to move this to snap to that wall, it's not going to let me, right? So all you have to do is go up here on this top wall, snap to this wall right here. You're going to grab this wall and just snap right to there. Boom. That's all. That's how easy that is. Just for grins, I want you to hit 3 for 3D. Okay, and this is what we've done so far. Okay, so if yours don't look like that, rewind my tape and start all over. So now I'm going to hit 1 for 1D. So the first thing I want to do is I want to click on the top of my loft. I'm going to hit Control Enter. You see where it says name? I'm going to name this to a loft. See right here where it says show label? I'm going to just type Y for yes and hit tab. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to, I'll always go backwards, and if you see some of my videos you'll see why I do this. But you see down here where it says thread base height, I want you to change this to a 9 and just hit tab. Then you should have 8 here, 8 here, and 17. If yours says 16 and 15, 16, I want you to grab it and select it and just physically change it to 17. This is real important because we want all the walls to be exactly the same size. So now I'm going to deselect. You see this wall here? I want you to hit, remember, all you're doing is selecting the wall. Don't select here, don't select here. I want you to select the wall. And you're going to see that wall selected. You're going to hit Control Enter. That's going to get you to your properties. I want you to go to the wall type, and I want this to be missing end to end. Okay, then while that's still selected, you see right here where it says railing and balusters, all you got to do is type Y and the word will change to yes, hit tab and just deselect. Now we're gonna go, oh excuse me, let's go back to the loft. Let's hit Control Enter, and I don't want the living room as a subgroup, so go to subgroup and just type NON and then hit Enter, and it'll automatically type the rest of it for you. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this wall. Don't click here, don't click here. I want you to click this wall, and only that wall should be selected. You are gonna hit Control Enter. You're gonna go missing, let me see, right here where it says wall type, I want it to say missing missing above staircase. Okay, hit Enter. Now what I want, let's click here. I want to hit Control Enter and make sure that okay, so on the staircase, so we got 9 here, and you see right here, you see this height base, I want you to change that to a 17 and hit tab, and it will automatically change that to a 17. You see where it says subgroup? I want to be none for right now. Okay, now let's see where we're at. If I hit 3 for 3D, that's what it looks like. Okay, if yours don't look like that, then we have a problem. I'm going to hit 1 for 1D. So on the living room, I want you to select the living room, and I want you to hit Control Enter. Oops. Just click anywhere away from the living room. Hit Control Enter. You see right here where it has the ceiling height. I want you to change that to a 17. Hit Enter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit 3 for 3D. So you see how all the walls are even on this side, and this side. So that wall, and that wall should be even. Okay, so now I'm going to go to 1D. Now just to check to see that all my numbers are okay, what I'm going to do, you see right here where it says Sketch 1, you see this plot sign right here? We're going to add a level, and I'm just going to just leave exactly what it says. Level 2, I want the elevation to be 109. Remember earlier I was talking about the second layer. Let's say if you have 9-foot ceiling, you add 1. There's always 1 foot between layers. So now, and I'm just going to call it level layer 2. What we're going to do is we're going to just create a room, hit R for room, and then we're going to kind of snap to that bottom one right there. You see how I snap to it? I'm going to left click, then I'm going to left click on this white box, and I'm going to snap to the right side of that bottom one. Okay, now, so if you do not see this bottom outline, you need to go to, you see right here where it says auto below, you can either select auto below or main level. In any one of those two is going to give you that. So now what I'm going to do, so let me show you where we're at right now. So if I hit 3 for 3D, show all, you see when we created that room on the second layer, it made it exactly, the ceiling heights are exactly the same size. That's what we wanted to check to make sure that everything was good there. We go back to 1D. So let me explain, and I'm going to delete this. This was just, I always double check all my numbers and everything. So let's go back to the main level. So if you're going to do an estimate on this claim, let's say we had a problem with either floors or walls or ceiling. One thing you have to be aware of, that the calculations for this, when I select room, is only going to give me from here to here to here. Let's say the water extended to the loft. Okay, so if I hit 3D, you can see that this is one area, underneath the loft is one area, and on top of the loft is another area equally. Underneath the staircase is a different area. So one thing you need to do, let's say we had flooring, and we have to replace all the flooring underneath the loft, the flooring underneath the staircase. What you need to do first, go to the loft, hit Control Enter, get the square footage of the loft. If you go down here, you'll see FBS stands for floor below staircase. We got 95 square feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that down, because I don't have that good of a memory. So 95. I'm going to do the same thing with my staircase. I'm going to hit Control Enter, and floor below staircase is 38. Okay, now let's go to, I want you to hit Control E. That takes us to our estimate. We're going to go to the living room. We're going to pretend that we got to do the floor. So let's go to category. We're going to put FCC, not carpet here. Let's go to FCW for wood, and I want you to put AV. That's going to give you oak floor, right? Now, floor is a calculation for that one room, but remember, we want to put flooring in the underneath the loft and underneath the staircase. So if you hit the plus sign, which is shift equal, gives you a plus sign, right? You're gonna put 90 and oh, here, look at these numbers right here. Watch how they increase. So plus 95. Look at the number we're at, and we're gonna add one more. Plus and 38. And we hit OK. Now, this is the square footage that we're actually gonna pay for. Equally, if you were gonna do the walls in the let's say the underneath the loft and underneath the staircase, you would go to Control E, or no, let's hit Control K to go back to the sketch. We would go to Loft, hit Control Enter, and then you see right here where it says walls below staircase. Can we see it or not? Let me see. Okay, see right here, walls below staircase. Oh, right here, walls below stairs, right here. You have to add that to the living room. You would go Control Enter here, and you do the same thing. You would go to walls below staircase, and you'd add that to the walls. If you had ceiling, same thing. You see right here, ceiling below. Let me find. You see, this is walls and ceiling below staircase. So if you're doing all the walls and all the ceilings, you would use that number. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.